Thank you very much, Chairman, for giving me the opportunity, and I'll be very brief. I'm very disappointed, I'm very hot, and I'm very angry at what we're discussing here today. This bill to put a levy and to put more charges on farmers, on people in rural Ireland, and when you think of all the people that can't open their doors and create and employ the people that we're employing, that they were always traditionally employing, and to think then that we have no money for home help for people who are living in their homes and trying to stay in their homes for as long ever as possible. To think that people are dying with maggots inside nursing homes and that there's no investigation and no call to what's going on. To think that all those things, and that carers, home carers, there's no word at all in the world about them. They're left in the wilderness. They're caring for people inside their homes. They can't go to their daycare centres or anything. 24/7, men and women of 17, 80 years of age are trying to mind their children that have physical and mental disabilities. And here are we talking about increasing levies and putting more charges on the people of rural Ireland after what was done to them last night and this morning, that their doors are closed. This is absolutely shameful. This is to put more colourful buses in Dublin where there's enough transport and there's no one inside the buses that's there already, only 2 or 3. And we're being told in advertisements every evening and every night, don't use public transport where you can avoid it. And this is what's going on here inside. And we'll take costing hundreds and thousands of euros here inside in this event centre. And this is what we're talking about, increasing levies on farmers and working people that are out early in the morning with slats in their noses. And this is what we're trying to do to them, drive them down to the ground. We're in absolute shame.
Thank you, Deputy.
And if this is the Greens' involvement, and if this is the government we're going to have, and if this is what we're going to have to persevere day after day, it is a shame and an utter disgrace.
Thank you, Deputy.
Thank you, Chairman, for allowing me.
Thank you, Deputy. Thank you. So, you're pressing the amendment. Okay. Do you want to respond first, Minister? Okay.
To both Deputy Naughton, in terms of, I agree 100% fully that energy efficiency has to come first. But I'd have to say to him, and he'd be aware of this, the expertise in that does not reside within the NORA agency, whose specific task, under international law and example, is in how you purchase and store oil products. That's not, they don't have the expertise. The expertise for that resides within the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland, within my department. And yes, that needs additional funding, but this bill is not designed to do all that. This bill is designed to take some of that revenue that is available and to deploy it in particular climate projects. The other work has to be done, but to think that you can turn NORA from being an oil storage agency into the energy efficiency expert agency, in my mind, doesn't make sense. Deputy Healy-Rae, can I say to you, there's no increase in any charge occurred in this legislation. There's no, if I can just reassure you, there's no additional levy, there's no additional burden being put on anyone. But what there is in this levy, what there is in this is taking money that is already being collected and will be collected, and it's redistributing it. And where is it going? It's going to go to Kerry. It's going to go to Mayo. It's going to go to Donegal. Because in truth,
Minister, Deputy, please.
I saw myself in recent months down in Kerry, and at an event down there, and there were a whole slew of new businesses coming forward who actually see opportunities and investment in this area, particularly for counties like Kerry, because as I said earlier on, it's in areas where we have land is where we'll find energy solutions. It's in areas where you're close to the sea where we can actually tap into that energy. It's in areas, the wealth in terms of this new renewable energy sector won't sit in urban Ireland, it'll be in rural Ireland. So this is taking money that's already been collected and redirecting it, particularly, specifically, into the energy sector which will most benefit rural Ireland, where these new businesses will be located. And that's an opportunity for Kerry, not a burden.
Thank you, Minister. We're going to